Okay, I think we're live. Cool. I think we're live now.
Hello.
Hello. Now, how do I know if anyone joined? Oh, looks like we have 2 people. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. We'll let some people trickle in here. Because, there's going to be so many.
Stampede.
Let's, This probably isn't very readable, is it?
Seems good to me. I've got the stream up as well. Close that. Got the Temple logo 2 years ago.
What?
It says temple.png 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I can't imagine there's going to be like 200 people strolling in, so we can kind of just get started.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the people in the chat, my name's Mitch Hanberg. This is Eric Ostrich. Eric is the author of this newish alternative web framework called Aino, based on the Eli web server. And I've written this sort of Elixir-based templating language for writing HTML, and we're going to build a little web app using both of them. You have anything to add, Eric?
Not too much. I think we're starting with the example application, right?
Yep. Actually, here, I should probably tweet that we're live now. That's why we don't have thousands of people in here. Quote tweet. Okay, there we go. Right on. Yeah, so let me pull up. What did you So this was github.com. It's just Ostrich, right?
Yep. /Aino_example.
There we go. Very minimal example base for Aino. Oh, almost slipped there. Aino new. Cool, yeah. So I think I'll just clone this, and then you can give me a little tour of kind of what it looks like, and then we can. Did you say does this have like Tailwind in it yet?
It does.
Oh, awesome.
In the assets folder.
Ugh. Node, Tailwind. Ugh, disgusting. Just kidding.
Sorry, I'm not on the.
No, that's all I need though. Oh, cool. Okay, so let's get out of here. Yeah, so we'll clone this, and then what is it? What are we gonna call this thing? Templino. We should probably have come up with this beforehand.
Probably. I don't know. I can look up What did you? You had a Twitter clone name before, right?
Oh, Blabber. That's what
There you
I.
go.
We'll call it Blabber 2. Yeah, I still have the GitHub repo up. Blabber 2. There we go. Cool. So we're in here. And then you've got ASDF in here, right?
Yep.
Let's make sure we have got all of that. This is an M1 Mac, but it is only M1 Air, so it will take 4 minutes instead of a minute and a half to compile real quick.
The Duran Valau should. Well, I guess if you have Nick set up, it might be slightly quicker. But
Let's find out. I cannot remember if I still have it on here, though.
nope. Yeah, it says Nick shall not command not found.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, it's because of I never added it to my ZSHRC. So I think if it's like I can't remember what that is. This will be done pretty soon. But we can look through so it all starts here.
Yeah, it's this big your home folder Nick's profile, some Nick's .sh thing. But anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is everything's called example. There's some git greps and whatnot you can use, or it looks like you're maybe on your way, but
yeah. Go on.
Yeah, so this is the example application. It's got Ecto setup, so that's the first thing right there. And then we load Aino, the web handler, and Watcher if it's not test. So test mode doesn't boot up your application, which turns out to be really annoying.
that it's booted or it's not booted?
That it's booted, because if you have a development server up, it will refuse to boot. I guess you could just change the port in a .m.config, or .m.test, but I went this route. So boots that can go to handler there is the next important thing. So we have it's just a page root that will compile a module for helpers, so that will make a root URL and root path function.
Is that going to be like in example web handler
routes? I think. Yep.
Nice.
And then we have common. So the way Aino works is it's going to run through the middleware and just like reduce across it. And it'll reduce into lists. So Aino.common returns a list of like, pull out the method, pull out the path, pull out the some headers and like all kinds of stuff like that. Sets up the token. .assets will anything on /assets/ whatever, it's going to look into your priv folder, priv static for a file, and if it finds it, it'll return it. And then recompile is pretty dumb, but it works enough. And then routes will do some routing, so it just kind of figures out what route it wants to do. or no, sorry, dot routes puts the routes into the token. Match routes will find the route that matches. Params will pull out parameters from the query string, the post body, and the route itself, and then it will actually do the route in handle route. So that's why it's kind of all broken up. And then layout is just wrapping it in a regular view. Just kind of does it like it's layouts aren't built into the application. It's just like easy enough to do that. And then we have a logging. I think there's a few others you can do. There's session stuff, and cookies, I think. So there's a few more things that you can add, but this is kind of the bare minimum to have a an application of kind of what you might expect.
Nice. So I think if we look into, let me see, because we just got this installed, and then I'm also writing this new Elixir NeoVim plugin, so I'm using it. And that's why it was asking me to install a language server over and over again. So I'm just trying to.
Ooh, it's building the dialyzer PLT.
Yeah, I turned that back on recently. Okay, well, it says this should work, so. Here we go. Cool. So this is our web page, and this is our route. So it's just a. So here the function's called. This is the like action, right? And then this is just what's going to be in the route helper.
Yep. Yeah, so there's probably a way to sniff what that function's called, but it was just as easy to force you to do an as, because there's problems, at least in the dumb case of making everything have one. So because some routes seem to be called the same thing, so if it's like slash tweets or slash posts, as a get, we'll get a list of all the posts, and as a post to posts, we'll make a new one. So that's the same thing, so we can't make the same function. So at least as a simple case, I went with anything that has an as will make a function helper. So you can kind of better, more easily deal with that.
Nice. Okay. Okay, we were here. Yeah, this dialyzer is just like tanking my my computer. Okay, will this work? Why is this not working? So annoying. Okay, page. Okay, yeah, so we take our token. We're just giving it response 200 HTML. Then we have our root HTML. And then you have the view in the same file here. Oh, why is this not syntax highlighted? Oh, not looking good. Cool. So then how do we get this running? We just say, is there like a special like mix Phoenix server, or is it just run it?
Yep. Yeah, that's why. So like you do phx.server in dev mode because it doesn't have the server true, so it doesn't boot up anytime your app boots up. So now it will. Oh, you gotta kill that dialyzer.
Okay. I'm very confused why this isn't being highlighted, but we'll
Yeah, the other thing you can do is if you don't want IEX, you can do mix run dash dash no halt.
oh, yeah.
That'll do the same thing as PHX server.
I think that dialyzer might be like a zombie process or something. Okay, whatever.
Last one appears to be
I thought this little M1 MacBook Air would handle the stream no problem, but it's doing the live stream and the Discord share and dialyzer. Can either do dialyzer or anything else.
oh, I guess you got a asset install
Okay.
or npm -g.
It's doing
this uses yarn, but I mean it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Now you gotta do there's no migration, so this should hopefully boot now without any horrible errors.
nice.
It is not loading assets though.
Yeah, I was poking around your Tapio, whatever, and I think I noticed this similar thing. This post CSS was not like running.
If you just run it separately, I know it'll do it. The watcher stuff, you can just type yarn run or yarn build :css. We'll do the same thing. Yeah. So I don't know why it works in one and not the other. But this is why the watchers is as it is. So yeah, I commented out.
Boom. Beautiful.
Now we have, yep. And I think it's configured properly to
like live reload.
Do pruning. There's no live reloading.
Oh, the purging.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Where is this thing? It's in here. Is it? Style editor. 54 rules. It seems like it's
yeah.
Seems like it's pruned. Nice. Let me cool. What? That's Aino. We've got a little config. Got some vapor config going on in here.
Yep. Gotta start people out right.
We've got this.
Is it just not picking it up as HTML?
It's supposed to. It's supposed just to work.
One. What is it? It's like
This is kind of indicative of last time I wrote EEX.
you could do I think it's file type equals HTML or file type HTML. Nope. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to do it. There you go. You got it.
Then it resets. It's okay. We're about to get rid of this. Yeah, so cool. We got that set up. Let's see if we can just replace the name of this here. So we've got example everywhere, and we can do a cf do, and then example blabber. We'll just call it blabber, even though the repo is called blabber 2. And then, okay, replace that everywhere. And then, is there anything that's like, yeah, a couple of these. I've renamed a project enough times to know that it's like you've got to get the like Pascal case
Yep.
module name, and then you got to get this part. So then we'll do example, and then this is going to be blabber. Okay, cool. Got that all good. Get this reloaded.
And there's like one folder that needs to be moved.
Oh, yeah. That's the one thing I always forget. Okay. Boom.
And I think page.ex needs to know that it's not an example anymore. In 17.
Oh, there you go.
I think that's it outside of those ignores. Knowing that.
Okay.
Sweet.
Nice. Now let's make a change to this just to prove to everyone that it works.
And this, it won't live reload, but as long as the server's up, new requests will reload it.
Nice.
So it's the, I don't know, Rails version, I guess. For the moment, the Phoenix Live Reloader is a very large file, so I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we've got that all set up. So now let's see if we can get Temple included in this. And this will be a true test because I haven't actually like wrote code using it in a while. I've only written tests, so indefinitely I haven't written like a non like live view type thing with it in a while, which it is currently broken for live view, but so we'll see if we can actually get it rolling. Cool. So let's get this here. And okay.
Comes with Phoenix View.
Yeah, it currently yeah, it a couple places in here. I think it's in the component. Yeah, I use it here too, which I don't think I think I was using this for an actual reason before, but now like if you look at this code, like what's actually in phoenix.view.render, it doesn't actually do very much. Like it's kind of just calling like this module, this function with these it's kind of like just a wrapper around apply. I think I haven't looked at it in a while, but hopefully the goal is to get rid of the dependency on Phoenix View as well as
Yeah, it looks like it does some map modification. and then shoves like inner content, and then does layout mod.render. So, yes, more like a tiny bit more than.
Yeah. Okay, so let's give myself a refresher on how to do this. So, okay, yeah, so we only want that. And then I don't think we'll need this. Okay, yeah, so this compile function is kind of similar to, so this isn't going to like make a function, but it's going to like at compile time turn it into whatever. The like, yeah, because the way Temple works right now is that it turns this and it builds an EEX string out of it, and then it's just going to pass it into the EEX engine that you gave it. So in this case, it's like you're giving it the phoenix.html.engine, which I think technically we could give it like the like EEX engine that's like built in, but
Mm.
that's
Yeah,
going to do the whole thing. Returns the same outfit as Phoenix output in the render function of the view. Yeah, so I think what we're going to want to do is if we go into maybe the, because we'll need the layout. Yeah, so here you're calling this Aino, ain't, wait, yeah, Aino, Aino view compile. And what is this doing exactly? This is making a render function.
Um, yeah, so it makes a render function, and then that does some kind of default assigns and merges it, and then does a Ino token response body for you.
Gotcha. Okay. So it does a bunch of that.
So it does ex compile file.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So I think at a minimum, what we need is we need a render function, and then we can kind of fudge some of this ourselves, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to keep this open in a... So then here we would have like def render, and then we need, losing track of where it is. There we go. A token. And then this takes the file name and then the assigns.
So you may or may not need the file name. I guess
Yeah.
mostly just to like key off of it, so that you know it's app.html or whatever.
See what we can do to get the bare minimum in here. So then I think we'll just do, I think Smart Engine is, because I think Phoenix. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because in here, this is like implying. Oh, wait. I'm forgetting whether. I think Phoenix.view that might already include this, but we don't really need it. We'll just use Smart Engine, see if that's okay. And then 0. So we're just going to mimic this in here. And I used to have a like a converter for like plain HTML into Temple syntax, but then then it kind of broke, and then I just deleted it. But so this will basically be, so plain strings just are like, they act like it's just like HTML or like a plain text thing. I think at least. I think I have a. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So then here, then this is the annoying part. I got to do a lot of. As you can see, I've gotten pretty good at though. And then when you do this like bang, that's my kind of hack for having like no white space in between there, or else it's like kind of hard to tell. What I kind of want in the long run, it would, and I think it might be possible, there's like a parser option on the Elixir compiler that is used for, well, at least if you do code.string to quoted, you can pass like token metadata true, and it'll tell you like where the do and end tokens are. And if it doesn't have an end token, then that means you know it's like this rather than like this. And the other night I was reading that the compiler takes a compiler option for parser options, but I haven't tried it yet to see if you can use that same thing. But if that's possible, then I could get rid of this, and just like if you do it like a one-liner like that, then it would be the same as doing this. Okay, cool. So we've got that there. So you've got some default assigns in here. I'm guessing, or those are used by the framework.
The URL helpers. So you don't need them as long as you don't ever use that.
Let's
and really you could just probably pass them through the token or something. Because I mean it's the same thing. Or it's
they should be in the token right there, right?
Yeah, they're in the token.
Okay, what did I do?
And then you want to merge the assigns on it.
Oh, I had a. There we go. Cool. So here we will. Oh, so it also does this response body thing.
Yep. Which all that does is it sets whatchamacallit? Token.response body will be whatever the response is.
Once we get this, we can just actually try it out and see how bad it fails.
It is compiling or something.
Oh. Oh, how did I... This is a weird macro thing that I...
Does Temple, does that one make a render function?
No, it's just... So it's like, this is a macro, and then it takes this in. Let's see what it's actually doing.
You need your homepage just says use Temple do.
Yeah, what is the difference there?
You got to use Temple.
Yeah. Let's find out. Okay.
We could just import Temple.
This is the madness of my Elixir plugin so far.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've had so many problems, or I've helped people with their language server setup so much, and a lot of the times it's just like using the wrong Elixir to like run it and compile it and stuff. So I'm just making this plugin like it'll just compile it with whatever versions are in your like current project, and then it'll cache the built thing. But
What are these little Vim pop-ups?
yeah, that's in Vim.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like in
Really
NeoVim at least, they made this like vim.notify, and it just defaults to just like basic print, but then you can like it's a global, right? So in Lua, so you can just assign it to anything else, and then anything that's using vim.notify will then like be output in these little things, and like depending on like the error or like whether it's an info warning, it'll be different colors and stuff. Okay.
Gotta like up my NeoVim game.
Yeah, so this is what this is a web branch. Okay, now we're back to normal. Oh, that's a picture. Yeah, so when you use Temple, temple.compile, it does compile string versus... I barely understand some of this stuff now. That's probably not good to admit.
Compile string seems like it should work, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So these output the EEX string, whereas this at compile time passes that in straight into the EX compile string thing. The thing is that
There like some things not quoted.
Yeah, here in my this is my little like tracker workout app thing. And then in here I have like cause this is the live view thing. So yeah, here it's this render macro, and then you just write all this stuff, and then the way I do it here is because
Okay, so that's quoted.
But then this is also in a macro, and then it gets unquoted. It's all kind of backwards. Let us just do the use temple, and then we'll just pass it straight into EX compile string. Whatever. Yeah, so here we'll say use temple, and then here instead we'll just say temple. And then here we'll say EEX dot Well, here we still want to do eval string, right? Because it won't have the compile time goodness, but we just want it to work.
So the markup at that point is not a
Yeah, so if we were to run this right now, like as it's compiling, this is a macro, as Temple do, and then it'll take everything inside of it and turn it into like basically, or what was it? App. It'll turn it into this.
okay. Minus the it'll include the like percent equals stuff too.
Yes, exactly. So then here, if we pass it into there, and then we do this.
Gotcha. So then you probably also need the assigns or something, right?
So
Or is
since
it?
this is a macro, it's
Oh, okay.
is
Gotcha.
unused.
The main thing is that if you're calling it eval, or if you're calling eval string, that seems like you need to
Oh,
pass in more, but I'm not sure.
yeah, elixir eval string. Yeah, here we go.
Yes, I think compile string or something reaches up into assigns and just uses it.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have a compiler warning anymore.
Whoa. Started. It was unhappy.
A lot of empty new lines.
Oh,
Oh wait. Oh, I
yeah.
think this is a.
My HTML. Oops. Looks like we found if you look at the
Oh,
source for this, it's probably not escaping it. Yep,
oh, gotcha.
that's a problem.
Nothing in eval string 2 or 3. Oh, it wants a key. It
Yeah,
wants a keyword, and I gave it a.
I think if you just do, I think you might have to do assigns : assigns maybe. Not entirely positive on that.
Let's find out.
Yeah. So I think if you do instead of keyword.new, it's assigns : assigns.
You mean this?
Just like the keyword, like so you're saying the variable assigns is this one. So like
Oh, this.
assigns, yeah. So that's how it knows. Yeah. Hey.
Nice. That means it worked. I think.
I mean, it's got CSS.
Oh, okay. We've actually run into a huge problem here. See these parentheses? Disgusting. We have to fix this. Horrible.
Is that your auto markdown thing or auto formatter?
Yeah,
Kicking
I
you?
Well, it's not auto formatting. I just compulsively hit my key binding for doing it. But if we go here, and then here, I think it's import dep. Is that what it is? Let me go into here. What is going on here? There we go.
Little.
Oh, I think it was the the notifier. You can probably see. I don't know if you can tell on the
Yeah.
stream, but like my cursor like flickers like crazy. Like I think it just like I don't know. It's just too wide. Yeah. Okay. Import depths. So then, and then we'll get rid of this one.
Out of here.
And then, nice. Cool. Yeah. So if I change this to Eric, it worked. Oh my gosh. I'm actually so relieved. Yeah, so then some of this is not good. So I think what we can do real quick is here. I'm just going to make a top level module. And then what file are we in? Layout. Yeah, so then here we can say, this is kind of just copying exactly what I had before in my Bifrost program. But so then here, actually I'm lazy, so let's go back there and just check it out. No, I don't really do that much. Okay, so here we're going to quote, and then def render, and then probably have to do this, right? A lot of times I just guess on this stuff. I can't remember.
I'm not sure on that one.
Well, it's just
that's whatever I know. Yeah, a lot of this was guessing when I worked on this as well.
This takes block, and then so then we're going to say,
I think some amount of this was me copying the Phoenix one.
Been there. So then we do that, and then here we can say
Is there one too many ends?
oh, there we go. And then here we'd have to do import blabber. Cannot invoke def outside of module. What do we do wrong?
Yeah. 31.
I think I got rid of something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch this break. Undefined function HTML, no such import.
Something with use temple as after versus yeah.
It's worth a try.
You can have it import temple before that render, but I don't know that at all. I mean, you could probably, can you do temple.temple? If you do that, require temple. instead of use temple.
Oh,
So on 15, that'll be temple.temple, capital T temple.temple.
let's find out.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. If you're a smart person in the chat, feel free to let us know what we're doing wrong.
Is it because block is actually a keyword list or something, right? Isn't it do colon stuff, or
That's
is
what I
that?
thought maybe, but I just have it as block here.
Yeah.
Um,
don't think it would be that because it's complaining about the HTML. Oh, now it's whining about something else. And then you'll on line 19, you want to do the what does var do? Something with hygiene?
yeah, it
Oh, it exports the token
yeah, it
changes.
lets you like use it outside of it, I think.
Yeah,
Which I think
afterwards. Okay.
um
And you want to do that on 19. Yeah.
yeah, because I think we definitely need to do that because like when this gets compiled down, it's like this gets turned into like
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Well, it starts.
so why does this work? Oh, okay. Maybe we do need this. Well, I don't know why we need that. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Yeah, so the difference is that, I mean, when this comes in, it was being like do, like,
Yeah.
and then like block, whatever.
Yeah.
And then in my Bifrost application, we didn't need that because we're passing it straight into this. And then this is like, at compile time, this ends up being something
Yeah.
that's like this. Nice, okay. Get rid of that. I just kind of like to have my renders at the bottom for whatever reason. Okay, let's confirm this still works. This time we'll say temple rules.
Eventually I'll get the page auto reload going.
Nice. I thought this we would fail miserably at everything.
You
So
can
we're
delete
not.
line 4 now.
Nice. Deleting code. I love to see it. Because we just moved it somewhere else. Okay, so then we'll go here. So then root HTML.
This one will be pretty easy.
This EX thing is just really embarrassing for me because it's supposed to be highlighted, built into Vim and NeoVim now. So I submitted a pull request to the Vim Elixir plugin to get rid of their version of it. And then now it's not working, and I think it's because it's my fault.
It picks up Elixir when you mouse
Yes,
into it.
like it should be working. I just don't know why the highlights aren't there.
Hmm.
Okay, so then here we'll say render do, and then we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Class equals, and then here I've got my Tailwind thingy LSPL working in Temple, which is cool. So now I can't see what I'm supposed to type. And then we'll say, oh yeah, so then here we want that welcome to Blabber. And then
add a comma and an E if you want to spell welcome correctly.
Do I? I do. Okay, then this says view render. We'll get rid of that. We'll fix that in a second.
And that's just the default assign. So if you, should be really easy to fix.
Okay, this is a bad thing with Temple that kind of sucks right now. But so to do this line here, we're gonna have to do a. So I'll admit this is not good.
Gotta love that white space fixing.
Yeah, so this is not good. I'll admit that. I just need further investigation to see how I could do like a turn
Yeah.
like string interpolation into, and then I'd also have to do like if I could if I could get this to work, then I mean this
doesn't work.
No. This will this would turn into
if you make it the
so
EX percent.
At the AST level, like a string literal will be like a literal. So then Temple will take that literal and be like, okay, this needs to be like a text node. But when it sees string interpolation in there, it's like this is Elixir. So this would get compiled into this.
That should still work, right?
No, but then everything in here is untouched. So then at runtime,
okay,
it'll try and call a function called A, and it'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Gotcha. Now, do you have to have that space there?
Probably not. Okay, so
in our blabber render macro, we can just do in that def render quote, you can just have it default to an empty assigns. It's an empty map.
Oh, in here.
Yep. Well, how long have you been doing Elixir?
1 minute, actually.
It's //
Oh, what I do? I did equals. What am I doing? Nice. Okay, just for... I will allow it.
Wait.
Okay, so then now... Can't type. Span class Text red. Where's my class? Where's my class? Oh, I think I probably know why. No, tailwind. Yeah.
Hey.
Is that not real?
What?
Unexpected string.
Oh, it's because
I needed a comma.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Genius. Nice. So now we've got it all working. Now we have to actually build a blabber. Let's see what my other one looked like.
Oops.
Dry. 2018. So I've been doing Elixir many years. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, you can tell how old it is. Look at this Chrome. So old.
It kind of looks like Material Design, maybe.
Maybe. I think this is. It might be Bootstrap. I don't remember. Oh wait, no. It's Tailwind. I am an OG. Look at that. Oh, just Tailwind. Yeah, this is retro. This is retro Tailwind.
Wow.
It's my street cred. It just flew through the roof. So we should be able to duplicate this exactly.
They changed a little bit, so maybe not exactly.
Oh yeah, I just meant like we should be able to make something that looks just like this. So what does this thing have? It's got thoughts. Okay, we've got our context.
So old school, put it in the folder.
Implement thought channel. Yeah. So here we've got author and a body. What am I doing? I'll do a new channel.
Should be able to just copy both those files like directly. Maybe not with Poison, but
Poison encoder. That is true. We don't even need. Here, let's do it the right way. We don't want to skimp. Wait, can you use the generators in here, or does it not know where to put things?
Ecto generator will work.
Oh, that just makes migrations, right?
Yeah.
Let's just do that. And then we will have to copy this other thing, but ectogen migration add thought table. Where is it? Create thought table. Thoughts. And then we've got author string body string
Next.
Got what?
I guess we don't want to the body we may want to be a text, but
text, that's what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah. Well, it depends if we want to be full Twitter 255 limit.
Oh, we're doing whole books. You can do whole books in here. But what migration file name is it? What's
Yeah, I've only ever done underscores here. I don't know if that's so like yeah, create underscore thoughts underscore table. I don't know.
Maybe what the
Gen migration may or may not do the author string stuff.
Oh, duh. Duh. I look like a fool. Okay. Create thoughts table. So then we're gonna do create table thoughts. And then add author. I really got to get those emojis out of here. I've literally never found it useful a single time. I always forget how this even works. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna do a little cheating. Oh, okay. I had it right in my head. Oh, see, I did text in here.
There you go. I just know it's bit me a few times. Appreciate that you also have that empty line on line 12 in both of those.
I think that's. Well, actually, this is 2018. I think I joined Elixir, like the Elixir community, like literally a few days after 1.6 dropped. So that was the one that had the formatter. But if you go into here, it doesn't. Oh no, it has its own formatter, right? Oh, maybe some of them do.
The one you cloned didn't. I don't know.
The notification is too big. Yeah.
Active SQL. Okay.
Where are migrations? Priv. Repo.
Yeah, priv.
Oh well. Who needs it? Okay. Okay. So then we ran this, right? Okay, so now we've got our thoughts table. That's all we really need to get started. But we'll go ahead and just steal this. Hey, at least this ecto thing like looks almost like it's almost
Yeah.
it's like 4 years old and it's not aged a day. Okay.
Yeah. When did 3.0 come out? Been a while, I think.
It's around the same time I joined.
2019.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
would be why it hasn't aged a day.
So here we'll commit some blasphemy. We're gonna call it models. Make everyone mad.
You probably want to get rid of that derive. And then line 18, yeah.
Okay, we've got our blabber thought. And then actually I need to just make it call that. And then cool. So then now we can do stuff with this. We're not going to make any context or anything, but so how are we going to go about doing forms and stuff? Just plain old forms and stuff?
Yeah, there are no helpers here at the moment. So
Okay.
that is hopefully not hard to do inside of.
So, okay, welcome to Blabber. We'll leave that. And then we don't need to actually make it look just like this, but we've got Blabber, and then we've got a text input, a text area, and a button. So let's just work on that. Still working good. Okay, so we'll have a div. We'll just give it a border black. And then here we have a input type text name
You want to
author.
probably make the div a form or put a form tag around everything.
Oh, yeah, I was going to do this.
And then I think you'll want to alias the helper module, which is blabber web handler dot routes. Yeah, cool. And then you could do routes dot. So the forms action will be routes dot whatever we end up making this. So
Yeah,
right now it's
gotcha.
just the root.
Yeah, so currently this is our blabber page, so we could have like if we were going to be doing a standard-ish naming scheme, it could be like this, right?
Yep.
And then
Yeah, I mean I might call it libweb thoughts, but however.
you call it what? Sorry.
This works.
Or were you saying like make a different file? Or
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
well, let's do it the Aino way. Lib or blabber web.
Yeah, and
We'll
then
call it thoughts. And then
so now you can do create token.
and then so then here where token has this as parameters in it.
It will eventually have them, yeah. Okay. So for this, I might just do token.html.redirect, I think.
You do it in here.
Yeah, and then just pass it. Sorry, I'm trying to token.response.redirect, and then you can just give it just give it the and then I would delete the 6 and 7 because they'll get overwritten. So that just sets the 302 location header and all that fun stuff.
Gotcha.
So now when we submit the form, it'll just go back to itself, and we'll at least know that it's like kicking.
Nice. Okay. And then
We'll want to update our handler.
Yeah, that's not another thing. So we'll have a post of thoughts. And then this is thoughts.
And you called it create. I don't know if you... There you go. Comma on the line above.
Classic. Nice.
So now in the form action on 23, you should be able to do create path. Or yeah, create path. Refresh it.
Let's make it compile, and then do you think is it like you have to in no post 3.
Oh, you gotta import it. Okay. That'd be why. So only routes get and then post comma 3.
There we go.
Yeah. So you can import everything, or I just tend to only import the specific things.
We gotta be as verbose as possible. There we go. We just want path, and then you pass it your token.
Yep. And then you'll want a method of post. And then make a submit button, and hopefully, or I guess press enter in the text field.
Unused routes, but the routes isn't here.
Something's not sliding through. I guess what happens when you reload the page? Oh. That'll do it.
Undefined function token.
At token. That shouldn't stop the... Yeah, there you go. So... Does the do block not come with a... There's like a context of something that contains all the aliases and all that junk, right?
I feel like it should work, but...
Yeah, because it should be plopping the render right where that is, which has the alias.
Actually, I don't know. It might be because it's a something's happening at runtime.
Oh. Right.
Well, that'll be nice to have.
I'll figure it out later. What?
So what's happening is, because, yeah, okay. So let's do smart. Wait, where is it? Where's the EE? Oh, because we're not using, yeah. So we're doing ex.eval string, and oh wait, so in Aino, are you using?
Oh, are you returning safe?
Well, what this is seeing is, I think I have this open twice. This is returning. Oh wait, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, it's probably, yes, okay. Okay, yeah, it's
Right
assuming
now,
it's going to be passed into, because the safe thing is
yeah,
the Phoenix
yeah.
HTML related thing. So I think what
Yeah,
we can,
what you type in is piped directly to the router.
yeah. So I think what we can do is ex. So what are the options?
Parser options.
Oh, here, engine. I think that's what we want.
Are we using the smart engine right now, or is it just the default?
It is using the Smart Engine as the default, but the safe thing is like a Phoenix specific thing. So like if we here there's this raw that like outputs
Right.
that stuff, safe to string, safe. Yeah, so what is
I think you did Phoenix HTML engine somewhere.
there we go. Phoenix.html.engine. So I think this should show up here. I just don't know why it's not in the autocomplete.
It might not. The view might not pull in HTML. Maybe. I don't know.
Thought it did, but we'll find out.
Does not.
Okay. Yeah, that must just work because I have it in my app. See, we're learning the pain points. I just thought you can see how many times I've gone to that, how fast it came. I thought this used it
Optional. There you go.
optional. Okay. Cannot find TypeScript server. Good. I think this is just a sign that I actually do need to get the new Mac Studio Ultra.
Yes.
I need to be able to do more than 3 things at once.
You gotta get your own Threadripper.
Okay. This is literally never read. App behavior temple parser does not exist. Doesn't seem good. At token not available in the template.
Something's not merging, but it's like close.
How did that work before though?
Delete the.
Oh, it did. It just didn't work before.
Yeah. I don't. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Gotcha. Ooh, that was weird. Bad arg.
Try it again. What was that command I had? Yarn.
Yarn. Yep.
Ah.
We did. Uh.
Oh, safe. So I think maybe
Can you just like the horrible way? Yeah. Yep. It's keyword list though, right?
So I think it's passing that tuple into a list, which is making it a keyword list.
Okay.
But we'll find out.
Yep.
Oh, great. So now it's not just ruined everything.
What is rendered? What does rendered looks like? Because I know shouldn't do anything that's gonna. Oh, there you. Yeah. Okay. It is quotes and less and greater thans. Why did it? It's working for the. Oh, it's because the inner HTML is not safe. Um. So that's why it's doing that. Can you go to the layout, and then I guess just do Phoenix HTML raw or something around that inner HTML? Or sorry, on line 9, if you make inner content be safe, right? Safe colon. So if you just make it the tuple safe, maybe it'll, yeah, or raw or whatever, yeah. Hey.
Nice. Hacking away.
It's so beautiful.
I'll turn around. Label. There we go. Okay, so we have our label, and this will be author. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because it resets all of the stuff. I normally have, like if we look in here,
There's
it's like,
a...
just have, like, all this stuff that, like, resets, all that kind of crap.
Is this a Tailwind Forms? I don't know if that's worth pulling in or whatever, but...
Oh, let's find out. I think the answer is absolutely yes. Forms. Okay, and then we have to do... Can you stop? How does...
I think it's that at Tailwind Forms. Yeah. Oh, nope. Require.
Okay. And then...
Hey.
Okay. A little better. Okay, so then... Yeah. That make that go like... No, because the stuff in it is not like... Just copy. Let's just get a thing so we can see if our... Alright, this is text area, though. And then we need a submit. There's no such import.
I think submits are either input type submit or with a value or buttons.
Oh, I'm an idiot. It's been so long. Or maybe there's a. I think there might be a Phoenix.
Yeah, there is.
Not everything's Phoenix. Need to remember that.
Yep.
We'll do button type.
Bringing you back to just plain HTML. If you do an input type submit, it might look better on the through Phoenix form. I don't know. Or Tailwind form. And it's the value is the inner content. So it'll be comma value blab. Yep. Very strange that the default is submit query.
Okay.
And then you don't want the do block because it's not doing anything.
Oh my god. It was creating. Oh, they were already on our homepage, so that would have just refreshed and then it would have just reloaded whatever was in there. Oh, yeah, and
There's
then
some
here
funky
parameters, authors.
new lines there though, and spaces.
Oh, interesting.
What is Temple doing that it's including?
Hopefully nothing.
Like if you look at the actual source code, it's
Yeah.
probably just yeah, it's not. Do you need your bang text area bang to not to like put them on the same line?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's another thing of like normally. So yeah, if we look at here, normally there are these where is it? I guess it's not in there. It's over here.
White space control.
Well, there's that, but yeah. So you would use these aliases for when you don't want it to be a. Because these are generally like what the Phoenix functions are.
Right.
So if you wanted to use like the Phoenix function select, you have to alias the temple like tag
Right.
as underscore. Yeah. So I think in all my other places I've used the Phoenix one.
Text area input, or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Wonderful. So
nice.
now there should be a token.params that you can just pass right into whatever I don't know what you did we make blabber.thoughts or context or whatever?
No, I was just gonna
right in the controller. Here we go.
So we'll take our params and we're gonna pipe it into blabber dot. Wow, this is where I'm regretting calling it that. Change set.
Also, it should be. It's yeah. There you go. Yep, you're on it.
And then here it'll be repo. So then here we will say okay and thought. Right, that's what that returns.
Yep.
And then, is there any kind of flash message or anything like that?
Yeah, you can use flashes. So it's token dot.
We would have to write the HTML for that though. But
Yeah.
here we'll say
I don't know where gun session flash. Yeah. So you do yeah, we have to include a decent amount of stuff,
yeah.
unfortunately, to
Well,
make
we'll
that
just I'm
flash
just
work.
gonna put a success in the console.
Cool.
Here we can say,
Ooh.
what color do we want it to be? Well,
Green.
red is bad. You say green
Yeah.
or green background. Let's just do green. And then
Man, I spent so much time dealing with that IO ANSI green directly.
oh yeah.
And then like after I wrote a custom like ANSI parser, I finally found out that that existed. So
Oh, like you are writing the like
yep.
this.
Yeah, it's dash E and then like 03M, I think, or something. Or dash E M33 colon semicolon or something is like the you might need to reset. I don't know if it automatically does that or not.
Does what?
It might just stay green after. It depends if
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was thinking
it's
if you're
as
ending
a
the thing,
clear.
but it's gonna output that into the terminal, then it's not gonna stop. So
Yep.
okay. We failed to blab. We failed
Why
to
did it fail
blab.
to blab?
We failed to blab. Let's find out. So what's in here that
Just do
changed that?
a IO inspect after the repo insert, maybe. Might just or we're already here. And you'll want to put an E in change set so it's not Chang set. Oh, you're sending thought instead of
Oh,
body.
classic.
At least that's easy. You might not have refreshed the page, which would have left it at body or at thought. So
Yeah.
now it should hopefully say body. Hey.
Nice. Now we have to. We'll loop through our thing. So here we've got our whole. Okay, that's not working. Okay, and then border, black again. 4.
So you can in the
Yep.
you just assign it.
We do it in here, or
Yep.
it's okay.
Yeah, so it'd be comma root comma thoughts whatever, and then load it out. now you should have at thought.
And here we'll say another div, and we can say span. Do we want to say span? What do we do in the OG? At Dave. Yeah, let's just do that. So then this will need to be does anyone else breathe? We do. P, and we will say class font semi-bold and text large, and we'll say thought dot body. I think that should work. Expected a map.
Oh, I guess I don't do
map.new.
Yeah.
You gotta get this thing production grade, buddy. There we go. Production grade, and then shows this.
Just push it. I mean, this is like I'm getting some real like
this is web
2000s.
Yeah. Is this Web 1 or Web 2? This would be Web 2 because it's got form on it.
Well, no, you had forms in Web 1.
Oh, but now they're in the wrong order.
But that's just your repo.all problem.
Let's figure that out. I'm missing a.
You went to sending. As I think right there, it yeah. The default is ascending, I want to say.
Nice.
Cloud scale's web scale. Come on. We've got to start using Mongo.
Exactly. No favicon. I'll show you what I like to do for favicon. You go to SVG favicon generator, and then you try and remember which website you used last time. Nope, that's not what I used. I think it was. How did I do this? It wasn't this one. Maybe it was classic favicon generator. This is the most important part of the whole stream, so that's why we need to figure this out.
Formito.com /favicon.
What did you say?
I don't know. I did the same search as you and got Formido tools, favicon. Sorry. Uh, formito.com/tools.
My brain,
.com.
my brain can literally
Yep.
not even.
There you go. Yep. Slash tools. I don't know. I don't know. Go back to the. Go back 2 pages. Right click.
We'll get there someday.
So this page /tools/favicon. This thing?
It was not this thing. Oh well. Oh wait. Let's try. I started another project that I abandoned immediately, and it's called Duck. And this is where I have it. Favicon.
Adobe.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, wait. Is it title? Here it is. Oh, but it's all encoded, so I don't.
Wow.
Okay, we're losing steam on this. I'll have to come back and fix that, but cool. Other than looking like complete garbage,
Hey,
we actually got
this
to
is
work.
a developer stream.
That is true. That is true.
The main thing that's annoying me at the moment is our lack of like new lines in the author thought and lab.
Oh, like that they're yeah.
Being real weird.
Will this make it?
There we go. It's the true bootstrap way. Throw some more divs at it.
I keep hitting it with me. Oh yeah, that's why. Oh god, you don't even know how to spell. It's so embarrassing. Nice. Let's just make a delete button, and maybe we'll be good to go. And this will be cloud ready.
Good news is that I do handle _method equals delete stuff, but you have to add
Oh,
that might be in the comments. So
nice.
I remember if that's
Oh, I do. I feel like we should, because
adjustment.
one of the things with Temple is that we have these components, and I want to do something where we make a Temple component. And I'm trying to think of. Oh, here, let's make it just like an input component, and then we can just use it in a single place. We'll do that first. We'll call it text input. And then, so yeah, the way you do a component here is that you do just import temple.component, and then that, as you can see, gives you that a similar render sort of doohickey function macros they call it, and then you can just write temple in there, and then it gives you a similar like assigns thing you can key into, and then you can use like any of the functions and stuff are in there. So we were in our page, so then our input if we just want to do exactly the same, it would be type text name. And here we'll give it a we'll do that, and then yes, and then so then very similarly, similarly, I don't know how to say it, but if you want to, you'll have to alias it. Well, maybe the alias won't work again because of the similar thing we had before. But we'll find out. So then here, it basically the way you call it is it's kind of always like a dynamic component call in a sense. So you're not like in a very early version of Temple. That's kind of neat. In a very early version of Temple, this wouldn't have been like a module name. It would have been just like the lowercase function flash, and it would have looked kind of like it's just a basic tag. But that had some limitation. That was back when Temple was made like every single tag was like another macro that was like being expanded over and over and over again. Currently, the way it works is that Temple, that Temple macro is just the single macro that everything happens inside there. But so here you see the C. It's kind of like a keyword. It's not a macro or a function. It's not going to show up anywhere. It's just all parsed at compile time. But to call it, so then we'd say text input, and then here you can pass it your assigns. So here we would say name is author, and then it doesn't take anything else. So yeah, it's looking like our alias thing is still the same though. So then that should be there, and then we refresh this. Function temple component is undefined. Yeah, so then that is because in our blabber we want to do
We just
why is that not working?
does Temple compile do something different?
Maybe. Oh, I think I. Well, no, it still should just work, but let's let's see what happens if I do it here. Straight embarrassing. What's happening?
Is that underscore component?
There we go. Oh wait. Yeah, so it's working, but that's also yeah, so that's like another weird thing. So here matches inside of like temple markup, they won't output anything. So then that'll go away. But yeah, so now it's just working. Yeah, so that's just like a weird part of the macro game. We lost it today, but I'll probably hack on this some more and get that working. But so then now if we go to text input, we could also say like class, and then So then now. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Yes, it's got an empty one, but now we could. Here we could say text blue. Why is it not blue?
Did it just reload? Nope. There's an exclamation point.
Oh, that was the favicon, I think.
Oh.
Let's look at this again.
Oh, the input is text blue. So if you start typing in that thing, it's probably blue.
Oh, duh. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's kind of how a component works. If we wanted, like, I mean, you wouldn't really make a component out of this, but we could say like thought list, and then import temple.component to render, and then I'm just trying to think of something that's a little bit more interesting. So here we would do this, and then let's say we're going to put that in there, and then that's just going to be that part. So then in here you would say at inner content, I think. I know it has a slot. Yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, so slot default. So you've probably heard, like, I mean, if you've used like Vue, you've heard of slots, or if you're familiar with React, there's like render props and stuff like that, and then obviously with Surface and Heeks, there's slots. So then Temple has slots too. So
complaining that thought doesn't exist or is unused.
It's just
so
is
that going to work with a slot?
Yes. So that's actually, this is a great thing here. So then here you would say we'll say thought, pass that back in there, and then what we're going to do here is when we actually render our thing, we'll say C and then blabber dot web dot components dot thought list, and then in there we'll pass thoughts do, get rid of that, extra one of these, get rid of that. And then so in here we need to be able to get our thought. So what happens here is that this is where it's like a slightly confusing syntax, I think, but it's kind of similar to when you write tests, where you say like test, this is my test, and then you go like this, right? It's kind of similar to that. So in here you'll say slot default, and then here you can say thought. And then that's how you kind of like wire data through the components. And yeah, it just works. And then now here, if we wanted, what do we want to do? I feel it's one of those things where like it didn't change. So I'm like, how do you prove it worked?
Change it to border blue.
Oh yeah, so here we could actually like do uh, and then here you can say yeah, there you go.
MTich.
I guess it really would be this though. There you go.
Cool.
Yes, and then with slots, that's just like the default slot is kind of just like a basic thing like that. But you could also have, so like here you would say like, let's say this also takes kind of like a header. So you would say like slot header. And then in here you could say, in here it doesn't really matter at what level or there's a little bit I think oddity of like because in here this is where you're choosing to actually render the slot, and then in here you could say like you could say like slot header in here, and then you like pass in the header, but it's obviously like this is like the definition, so it kind of gathers them all, but really that doesn't make any sense. You would just like put it up here, so then here you would say like thought list, and then should that doesn't seem right. Something went kalooey there. Well, I promise it works. Oh, weird.
There's a lot of kablooey going on right now, so
Yeah. Where is this slot? Let's look at this.
but I think I'm gonna head out shortly.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about that. Actually, let's see if let's time box 5 minutes. See if we can get this delete button. If that's okay.
Sure.
Okay. We've got our page. No, it's our thoughts. So in here, this would be right. So what do you say there was with the delete method thing?
So in the down there, you can make a link that has a it might need to be a post body, so it might need to be one of those like button forms. Trying to see. What do I have? Yeah, it needs to be the parsed body, which is from host body must be parsed. So you need to make another tiny form there with an action and then a method of a post, and then there's a hidden field called delete or underscore method equals delete. No, as a hidden input.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And this is what if you ever use a like link with a method does something a little differently, but like Rails had a form to or a
Yeah.
button to link to whatever the heck it was. It made a tiny form for you.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. And then what do you say this was? Name is what?
Delete. That should be it. Yeah. Our name is underscore method. Value is delete. And then yeah, button with a text. Our input type is submit.
Okay, so then I've got this. Then here we'd say, we'll just say repo dot delete. Oh, we got to get it first.
Yeah, so they're in your routes. Did you add a colon ID? Oh, we didn't make it yet. Yeah, so if you do colon ID, like it's just the kind of the regular routes type thing. So if you do /thoughts. Yep.
See they in here or?
Yeah. So if you do like delete /thoughts /colon ID, it'll put that in the. So it'll turn that into a parameter. That you'll have in dot params. You might just not have saved the file. Yeah.
I was thinking it was saying this delete here. Yeah. So then, okay. So then here we'll say thought equals repo dot get, and then thought, and then he says token dot ID or params.
Token dot params, and then it'll be a string. Yep.
Okay.
And then you just repo delete that thing.
Okay.
So that should work.
We know it's cloud scale now, so we'll delete this one. Not found.
You need to pass in go back to the the URL thingy.
Oh,
the template. So you just need ID. Yeah. Yeah. ID : thought.id. It's not that smart.
There you go. So then if we look at this.
Cool.
It's not cool. Oh my gosh. Genius.
We did it.
Boom. Look at that. 1 millisecond. So fast.
The CSS is slower.
Yeah. Well, right on. We actually. Well, I mean, I didn't hope that we would, fail miserably, but I think this was fairly successful. So,
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. We'll have to do this again soon. If anyone is still in the chat, hope you were able to learn something. If you have any more questions about Aino, you can meet Eric on Twitter. Here's a nice Aino tweet. And if you want to talk to me about Temple, same deal. I'm on Twitter at Mitch Hanberg. So that's my doggy. Yeah, well, hope everyone has a good night. Thanks again for coming along. Adios, everyone.
Yeah.